Okay, so we are back, and I believe... hold on a second, let me just mute the TV properly. There we go. No.
Oh, you unmuted it. No!
Wrong button. All right, I think we're okay now. Someone just asked if I think KOTOR 1 and 2 should get remasters, and I think, like, obviously anyone would love to be able to experience these games that never got to in a modern context. I mean, they're available on Steam, which is not on Steam, which is nice. But all these things with the restored content problems and such mean that, like, you know, the average person is not going to want to go through the amount of trouble required to, like, get this set up and running in this way. I haven't finished this game yet, so I'm in the middle of judging everything. Yeah. I can't make any definitive statements. But what I would say is that it would be nice for there to be a world where a KOTOR 3 was happening, and in celebration of that...
What is wrong with your hand? Stop. Okay, it looked really weird there for a second. It looked like you weren't holding anything, and the lightsaber was just... Yeah. Does that not... That looks different.
I don't know.
I don't know. Look at your hand. It looks different. Sorry, don't mean to interrupt you, but it looks a little weird. Anyway, sorry.
No, just...
It looked at it and it looked weird.
Okay. You know, it'd be nice if this was I think an optimal situation would be like for many games that people love, if we were looking at a situation where KOTOR 3 was in development, and in anticipation of that, to get everybody hyped, here's a re-release of 1 and 2. You know, that's the kind of way that these games tend to, like, garner hype for a new release.
Yeah. Well, KOTOR 1 is already on your phone. You can get that right now on your phone for like $10, and it runs real well on your phone. I can attest to that.
Fair enough.
KOTOR 2 will never come to the phone. Aspire wants to put it on the phone, but it's never going to happen due to all the complications. And SWTOR will die the moment... I'm going to stop right here. SWTOR will die the moment that EA finds it not profitable, and then it's just going to get disconnected, and we're going to lose all that stuff, because that's how MMOs happen nowadays. They just get... once they're, like, no longer a thing, they just kill the servers, and then hopefully mod teams make servers and make it run again, because it's kind of the problem when you're playing with an MMO when it gets shut down, is that you can't really play it anymore.
And Disney is clearly... not really that interested in the old shit.
Yeah.
They want the new shit, and they want to make it look like they came up with all the new shit.
The fact, again, I brought this up earlier, but the fact that they have Anakin's lightsaber listed as Rey's lightsaber at the Star Wars theme park, that upset me way more than it should have. I'm just going to say it right now.
Yeah. So all that to say, you know, ultimately I think it would be nice. It would be nice, but... I think, obviously, this many years later, hope is pretty much all but abandoned, right?
All hope is gone, if you will. You will. Anyways, back to arguably the best Star Wars game of all time.
Sure. Now I get to take a few steps forward.
Yep. More than I thought. Okay.
Hey, I saw that ship you flew in on. My ship.
Oh.
Your ship?
Oh.
I'd lay off the spice if I were you. That's our ship, not yours.
Was I talking to you? I tell you, that ship's mine.
Can you prove it?
I think that's a fair question.
It's the Ebon Hawk, isn't it? She was stolen from me during a routine run in the Mid-Rim, near the close of the Mandalorian Wars.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. It actually might be his ship.
Hold on a second.
Hold on. Whoa.
Wait a second. The actual
owner. Yeah.
If you can prove the ship is yours, I'll give it back to you. If the ship is yours, I will return it to you. If you couldn't hold on to it, then you don't deserve it. You're not taking the ship. Unless you want more trouble than you can handle, I'd leave. Unless you get out of my way, you're dead. That's interesting that they specify two different versions of this here.
Yeah.
Like, are you trying to be more peaceful while being mean here? Degrees. Interesting.
I think the most neutral, good way we can reply is that first one. If you can prove it, we'll give it back to you.
If you can prove it, then sure. Maybe.
We won't, though. We won't.
But if you can prove it, I'll have some feelings about it.
Yeah.
How about that?
The registry's 34P7JK. It's got a temperamental hyperdrive, and the turrets can be sluggish and unresponsive against fast-moving fighters. She's also got two secret compartments, one in the cargo hold, right near the plasteel cylinders in the back, and the second beneath the bunks in the starboard cabin.
Wait. That's right, but I didn't know about the cargo hatch. Oh, shit. He might be the owner. Uh-oh.
Can I buy it from you?
Oh, wait, maybe do that first one.
Oh, yeah, sure.
You might be able to go back to the ship and unlock it.
Whoa, he could have gotten that information some other way than owning the ship. Come on, he's skifting us.
So, you gonna hand it over now, or are you going to be difficult?
Okay, so now we have the hatch available. Cool.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
How about I buy it from you?
No deal. A ship's worth its weight in spice on Nar Shaddaa, and nothing's worth being trapped here another year scrounging freight jobs.
It should be easier to
I
return
mean-
to you. If you couldn't hold on to it, then you don't deserve it. You're not taking the ship. Get out of my way, you'll be dead. So they've narrowed it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, pragmatic, or the nicety is the top one, but I think you're not taking the ship is what I would say, no matter what. But, like, you're not taking the ship.
You're not taking the ship. I don't want... I'm not... I mean, the Ebon Hawk is a legacy of someone I don't know, but it's pretty important.
Yep.
So
You're
I don't...
not taking the ship.
I don't think you should. It's interesting. Is this more aggressive than this? Right? Is you don't deserve it more aggressive than you're not taking it?
I don't know. I see you're not taking the ship as completely neutral. Like, I'm just stating a fact, you're not taking the ship. Whereas, like, you don't deserve it implies you suck, you don't get the ship. This is just, you're not getting the ship.
Yeah, I suppose that 2 is an insult,
Yeah,
whereas 3
yeah.
is flat refusal. Okay. I also find it hard to believe that this video game would allow me to lose my ship. So I'm kind of also, like, just not buying any of this interaction.
What? I think you can get away with the top one.
I'm gonna go for them. Say, if the ship is yours, I'll give it back to you,
Yeah.
bro. How about that?
What? It's our ship. I mean, your ship that I fly.
Good to hear you aren't going to challenge it. That makes things a lot easier.
What are you doing? That's gonna trap us here.
If the ship is his, then he deserves it back. I'd rather be stuck here with a clean conscience. Don't worry, flying the Ebon Hawk is like painting a target on your forehead. I'm not doing him any favors. It'll probably get him killed if he tries to take it anywhere in the galaxy. It's a marked ship. Yeah, so you have to give your reasons for justification. That's
Yeah.
that's hilarious.
That's because you go with Atton specifically going, like,
Yeah.
what the fuck, bro?
Yeah. This ship sucks, dog. You're gonna fucking
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. This is some like full on paladine. And if the ship is his, then he deserves it back.
I'll be going now. Get used to the solid ground beneath you.
Let me shoot him in the back. No one has to know.
Alright, Atton.
It's okay. We got some light side points out of that. We did the
Now-
good guy thing. Do not run back to the ship.
But
Do not run back to the ship yet. Do not run back to the ship.
motherfucker.
Not yet. Not yet. Sorry, but I'm just saying, do not run back to the ship yet.
It is so
We have that conversation has set things in motion that you will not understand yet, but do not go back to the ship yet. Let's go into this new area.
Like they're waiting for something.
Okay. Hey, who's on the ship? Who's on the ship?
Everyone?
Everyone?
Hey, give me your ship.
Should we have a list of? Should we have a list of? Can we make a short list of who that includes?
Oh, we can make one hunter killer droid.
HK.
One really angry granny.
Granny.
We've got Spiky Boy.
Spiky Boy.
We've got the most important Darth T3.
Darth T3.
And we've got Punch Girl. So we're
And then other.
Oh yes, right. And then Big Titty Goth Girl, Sith Girl. So yeah, we I don't think he's getting his ship back.
Okay. All right.
Moving on.
All right. Well, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
What are you doing here? You're not allowed. You're not refugee. Unless you have credits or something to give us, yeah? My hand is getting a real big workout these days.
Right.
My hand is getting a real big workout. If you're threatening me, draw your weapons and let's do this. Get out of my way. You didn't pay a toll yet. 50 credits. I don't need to pay a toll.
So Force Persuade will work, I can guarantee that. Wanna try Persuade?
I'm just visiting. Do I really need to pay the toll? Here's 50 credits. Or if you're threatening me, let's do this. Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You
Yeah,
can go
yeah,
in.
You can go in, yep. I mean, we have all those points in Persuade. We might as well pop it.
Thank you,
Thank you, kind sirs. No, you want to fight, you got it. No.
Too late.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to the refugee sector and see what the hell is up with this place. Also, we're not allowed in here, apparently. We're just not allowed in here.
Ooh la la la. It's the natural rhythm the refugees sing.
So we don't want to go that way yet.
What the?
We want to go down this pathway first.
We got downs, we got ups, we got lefts and
we've
rights.
got so much. This is going to play hell with your trying to figure out what's going on with the area, because welcome to a new
Wanna find
area.
out what's going on? Talk to Hussein. I heard the overseer kidnapped Nadar's daughter.
We got a lot of stuff in here.
Oh, carry on.
These are all the stinkies that killed each other over that coin.
So, first thing we're going to want to do, let's just give this a once-over. Let's just see what the hell we're dealing with down here, because this is the refugee sector, and there's a lot down here, and there's a lot to unpack. A lot of people down here to talk to.
Literally unpack as I go through
All of their junk.
the slums of fucking Skid Row.
Oh.
And try to see if I can take what little they have.
Yeah. Great or good. Great or good, though.
None of them
Great or
seem
good.
to own anything.
Great or good. Great or good. But yeah, we just want to run around this area first before we start getting too into it. There's some characters in here we definitely want to talk to, though. I think you'll find lots of interesting things, lots of things to discuss.
Okay, well,
Oh, I think that's some loot. I think that's some loot in that room. Oh, no, that's literally a pile of trash. Never mind.
I mean, rightfully, so far, these people own nothing.
Yep. Which, as
So-
they should be with the refugee sector.
Yeah, quite frankly, I should be confiscating anything they have.
So I believe this takes us into another way. That's a path that goes somewhere. Let's walk down this way.
Blue and red?
You're
right, it is him. He is different. Let's
watch
watch
and
and see what he does.
Do
Do you think he will recognize us? He never saw us before. He will not recognize us now. We may approach safely without detection. All right, Agni and Rudra.
Who the hell are they talking about? No, we're talking to them. Turn around. We are hard talking.
Are they, in fact? I would assume they would have not even been there. We have something to sell you, something you might like to know. But it is for your ears alone, not an audience. We have to tell you, what we have to tell you will cost you 25 credits, a small sum.
Very much worth it.
Yeah, interesting. I like how they set it up in such a way that, like, you see them sneak up behind you first.
Yep.
All right, let's hear it. That one, your human companion, a male one, we have seen him before.
Who, Atton?
Atton? That was the name we knew him by. Then the one that came with the Smuggler's Moon years ago into the Jedi Civil War claimed he'd been displaced by the war. Don't trust him, he's not a soldier, he's a killer, tried and true. Can give you nothing more than a warning, the rest is up to you. Yeah,
like
would that
that's-
explain the Ichani battle stance?
I feel like we should talk to Atton right now. I wonder what he's got to say, especially in front of these two. What do you got to say, Atton? I have some questions
How
for
about
you.
some Pizak?
All right. What did you want to know?
I met someone on Nar Shaddaa who says he knows you.
Yeah, that's a surprise. Did he say I owed him credits too?
He says you're not Atton at all, that you showed up on Nar Shaddaa during the Jedi Civil War.
I'm as Atton will ever be. And whoever your trusted informant is, he's right. I did show up on Nar Shaddaa during the Jedi Civil War, along with a lot of other refugees.
Is there something you want to tell me?
No, because you're asking about it. If I wanted to tell you anything, I would have come and told you. Anything else?
That's a pretty good line, actually.
Yeah.
Is there something you want to tell me? No, because you're asking me. If I had something to tell you, I would have told you. That's a fantastic response.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put that in the bank for real life,
Yeah,
actually.
that's a good, legit. There's honestly a few lines like that in this game. You're like, no, I'm gonna just reply. I'm gonna use that. That's a great get out of jail free card for conversation ender.
Because it's such a loaded question when you go, is there something you want to tell me? You know?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
just
it's like, no!
I would have told you. You're asking.
Yeah.
All right, so calm down. No harm meant. I have a right to know. If you've got a problem, let's settle it. Perhaps pain.
That one, no.
Have you heard the tragedy of Atton?
know what that means? That means he may not be Atton. He could actually legit be Barth. He could legit be Barth.
Yeah. Forget it. I had other questions. Nothing. Never mind. All
Yeah.
right, listen.
So, calm down. Has it ever worked?
Yeah.
Has anyone ever actually calmed down after someone says tell them to calm down?
It's usually not a good idea.
No, they'd be like, just calm down.
I'm calm. You think I'm not calm?
Calm down. You're being hysterical.
Yeah. I'll show you not calm, etc.
Yeah,
etc.
yeah.
Is this an interrogation? If so, you're terrible at it, especially for an ex-Jedi, or whatever you are. Why don't you just crawl in my head and try to dig out whatever you're looking for rather than asking about it?
Damn. Yikes. Maybe I will if you'll tell me. If you've got a problem, let's settle it right now. Perhaps pain will bring it. All right. If you've got a problem, let's settle it, bro.
Yeah.
You know what? I helped you get off Peragus. If I hadn't been there, you wouldn't have even gotten off the administration level. I'm trying to help you. I don't know why I'm bothering.
You know, you did help me get off Peragus, but none of that has to do with what I'm asking you right now.
Actually, if I had been trapped on the administration level on Peragus, the Sith would have still arrived through the airlock and tried to capture me.
That's true, too.
Yeah, well, I still helped you. Sort of. Maybe you shouldn't look a free Ronto in the mouth before you buy it.
Actually,
You should have. A HUD is giving it.
you should have HUD's giving it to you. I want to know what you were before you were on Nar Shaddaa. Why are you trying to protect me? Forget it. Let's go with this one. I want to know what you were.
You know what? Not once have I asked you about the Mandalorian Wars. Not once.
I heard about Duxon. Everyone has. I heard about Serico, and I sure as hell know about Malachor 5.
What makes you think you've got the right to interrogate me on anything? You've got plenty of lives to answer for. All you Jedi do.
Duxon,
Serico,
and Malachor 5.
5.
Which I've learned since, by the way, means that is the fifth
planet
moon of Malachor.
Fifth planet from in the Malachor system.
Oh, isn't it the moons?
No, we're on Sol 3. Or we're on Sol 3 as opposed to Earth.
Okay, I got conflicting information. I
Yeah.
got someone explaining that the numbers mean that is the moons of a planet. The planet itself has the name, and then each moon is 2, 3, 4, 5, etc.
Well, I know it as the star system, and that's like the system, and then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 until they actually give it an actual proper name.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
But again, not a fucking astronaut or space boy. I mean, I like me some space, but I ain't no scientist. So
Yeah, fair enough.
and I don't know. So don't quote me on that. If you've got a question, then ask.
Ooh, I did a lot I wasn't proud of, and I'm sorry for the lives that were lost on both sides. My power gives me the right. Might controls everything, Dante.
Might makes right.
Without power, you cannot protect anything.
How did you even live with yourself after Malachor? Is that why you went back to the Jedi Council? Hoping they'd kill you?
It wasn't like that.
Go on, let's hear it all.
But Jedi don't kill, do they? At least not their prisoners. Maybe you were counting on it when you went back in chains. So you got off easy. You were exiled, brushed under the cargo ramp, another dirty little Jedi secret. I'll tell you, all those Jedi at Malachor, they deserved it. Every last one of them.
You done with the ad hominem there, buddy?
Boy, he's got some opinions.
Sure does.
Some hot takes, if you will.
Yeah. People deserved it. Every last one of them. Okay. He's shitting on graves right now.
Yeah, he's shitting on literal dead Jedi.
Shitting on graves. Okay.
Yep. There
Let's
must
see.
be
They
some...
did not deserve it.
Yeah.
Why would you say that? There must be some reason you believe as you do. Why? If you weren't there, you have no idea what happened. If you wish to die,
keep talking. Now, to be fair, I would probably reply with 4. If I was a war hero and all my friends, like all my fellow Jedi, and someone was just shit talking all like brothers in arms, I would probably immediately default to 4.
Interesting, because 2 is the most woolly answer in the world.
Interesting.
The most woolly thing that this moment would ever be is clearly you have a reason to think what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can cut past your emotional bullshit and get to what you're actually
and I agree.
what you're getting at.
Me as I am who I am right now, if I would absolutely go for 2, but 4 would be if in that scenario of I am literally I have been through war and my friends have died in the war, and someone came up and said, yeah, your friends deserved it, I'd be like, you're dead. I'm gonna kill you.
I hear you.
I'm gonna kill you.
The 8-ball doesn't sink itself into the corner pocket.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Jedi lie, and they manipulate, and every act of charity or kindness they do, you can drag it out squirming into the light and see it for what it is. The galaxy doesn't need Jedi arrogance or Jedi hypocrisy anymore.
On that, we agree.
And also, Granny's on the ship. You know, so
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
quite frankly, like
Yeah.
you're getting some loaded exposure, my friend.
Yeah. Yeah. From my point.
From your point, this is a nice like fan lifts his finger up and goes,
You know,
well, give me 5 on that. Give me 5
Let
on.
me think about that for a second.
Yo, Bow. Bow, you listening?
You got anything?
I got nothing, bro. I got nothing.
Fuck. Jesus Christ, I think he got us. Shit. Your mother.
Yeah. Electric Lariat, get him!
Yeah.
That'd be amazing, by the way. Electric Lariat would be so fucking cool. The Jedi are the guardians of...
Yeah, nah. What's
and
the
that's
next
why
reply?
the Sith are right. Relax. And that's why I'm no longer a Jedi. Okay. What do you mean?
What do you mean is probably the answer we want.
What do you mean is the probably... Yeah?
I mean, we know what he means. We know exactly what he means.
We know what he means, which is why I'm leaning towards 4. Because 4 is not exactly embracing that, but it's also not, it's not going like, and that's why the Sith! It's being like, you know.
But it is listed as the 4th reply, which tells me evil. Which is
the
how
tone
these games
doesn't.
work.
Yeah, I guess. Unfortunately, I feel like the 4th reply can be delivered in a rational tone.
I absolutely agree.
You know?
I absolutely agree. But yeah, I feel like that will be the game will interpret it as evil because it's literally under the that's why the Sith were right. Right? And so far, it usually goes in response of, not always, but usually goes with, I mean, literally on this. The Jedi are guardians of peace. That's not as you described to...
I'm going to play the way I'd speak.
Okay, do it then.
That's why I'm no longer a Jedi.
The Jedi, the Sith, you don't get it, do you? To the galaxy, they're the same thing.
Yeah.
Just men and women with too much power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's super true.
No, it's true.
At least the Sith are honest about what they're killing for. The Jedi are pacifists, except in times of war. They're teachers, except when it comes to telling their students the truth. And when
Preach.
they save you, it's only so you can suffer more.
Atton, you are super on point.
Absolutely.
But I'm asking what you did.
Right. We're not talking...
Who are you?
You're getting real defensive and trying to deflect to, no, the Jedi are bad.
You're wrong, Atton. That's not the way of the Jedi. If you wish to die, keep talking. I've heard enough. I hate all of these.
The top one's the best one you got to reply
I hate
with,
all of
unfortunately.
these.
Yeah, no, they're not great.
I
They're
want to
not great.
hear fair.
Yeah.
But we're talking about a different subject matter.
Yeah, let's go back to what you did. No, we want to...
Criticizing the Jedi is not something I'm going to take personally.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out who you are
Yeah.
and why you're in my party.
Yeah. Ah, man.
This is the end conversation ender, isn't it?
Yeah, basically. So we need to do the top one. Because if you wish to die, keep talking ain't going to help them.
No, I don't suppose it is.
No, that's not going to help us.
Man, fucking Agni and Rudra back there. Red and blue are just like... Ooh, Jerry.
Jerry.
Whatever, just leave me alone. I don't know why I'm wasting my time with you anyway.
All right, let's continue talking with him.
Yeah.
New line of dialogue.
Yeah, it is interesting because he's like, at least the Sith are more honest about what they are. And there is something to be said where, like, hypocrisy is a really detestable trait. You know? I feel like anyone who was raised in a situation or who grew up in a situation where bad people were bad for evil reasons, but bad people were also evil for desperate reasons, right? Like if someone grew up in a really shoddy ass slum where there were people that were just like fucking scumbags, but there were others that were just like, this is the way it is, man. We steal, we rob, we fucking take, and that's how we live. and then you kind of see this kind of attitude, then you're gonna look at someone that's high and mighty and go like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. Like, that attitude is bullshit because I've seen more shades of evil than you understand there are, you know?
Yeah.
Someone like that is gonna see neutrality as something that the Jedi would mark off as completely evil and like not. So it is interesting if you kind of like look at him in the way he's coming at this. I don't know his actual origins, but the way he sounds right now is that like he's like, yeah, I'd rather take the outright honesty of your evil than the hypocrisy and sort of like uppity bullshit of thinking you're doing one thing while you're actually doing another.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think a good example of this is tying it back to a thing we talked about earlier with the like giving someone charity and then like inflicting a greater thing on that. And I broke my rule. I read a comment. I read some comments. We've been stuck in quarantine, and I read a couple of people going, no, actually, you shouldn't be giving money to the homeless because they'll use it on drugs, and that's also not how you fix your economy by giving handouts to the poor. That's not how you. And I'm just kind of like, I'm gonna go buy this homeless guy a dinner, and I've done it, and I've definitely done it where like even walking home from a restaurant, and it's like, yo, can I take some change? I'm like, you need some food? It's like, yeah. It's like, here's some leftovers, and it's like the honesty of the homeless man, of the guy who needs food or money, is way more than the guy going like up top going, you shouldn't give these people money. You should give this to a charity. They'll get. Have you done that? Well, no, but you should do this, and and it's just that like high and mightiness versus like, no, this is real. This may not be what solves this guy's problem, but he gets to eat for another day. So you know what? Fucking, it's that whole concept of like thinking you're doing the right thing, but doing a high and mighty thing in that hypocrisy type thing, right? But you're not actually helping. By telling other people to stop helping this person and go and help through this way, and it's like, no, you're helping someone directly, versus like if you understand what I'm kind of going with there. I understand
what you're going with, because what you're like, there's an unspoken word in this entire exchange, and that is, hey man, bootstraps, bro. You can build yourself a Gundam out of bootstraps. And fly to space with it.
Right? But if you don't have the bootstraps to start with, then boy, it's real hard to build yourself up from there.
Mobile suit bootstraps, launch. But here's the thing, right? Is it worse to be clear-eyed and do wrong than it is to be I guess like clouded and do right?
I mean, if we're going by fancy things like bootstraps and stuff like that, the good old hell is paved with good intentions.
Of course it is.
So I would rather see someone who is clear-eyed and focused doing something evil, because I can understand that more.
When someone goes to court for murder one, that's worse than premeditated is always worse than crime of passion. Right, you're gonna get the book at you harder if you're actually insane and you're not in charge and you have no control over your actions. Then you go to a mental institution while you're getting locked up, as opposed to just like straight up, okay, you're gone for life, or worse, possibly capital punishment. Right. So it's definitely like it's a statement that you're like, okay, if you're talking about in general being like benevolent to all things, for you to think the Sith are truthful about the shittiness that they are embracing, it makes it easier to confront if you're planning to do good. It doesn't mean that it's better that they're that way.
No.
It simply means that they are easier to confront and understand because someone who is like hypocritical or confused is harder to confront. Right? The term better means when you're in opposition to my good intentions. You understand? It doesn't mean to actually let those things take place. It's a little bit of a
but like it's easy to deal with someone who has complete confidence in themselves and isn't trying to trick themselves into thinking that they're doing good. I would rather deal with someone who knows they're bad. You know what I mean? Because then they know themselves and it's not like because then you can kind of almost convince them otherwise. Like then you can have a good starting point.
Well, you don't have to second guess anything.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have to second guess
because
anything. I understand.
the person you're dealing with isn't trying to like put up a front to pretend to act like something to cover up an insecurity or cover up a thing or like whatever, or like pretending they're being good but to hide the fact that they're evil, right? No, I'm a good guy. I'm absolutely a good, versus someone who's just like, I am bad. I'm going to do the bad thing. I'm like, I understand you.
You're simple. Yeah.
Yeah, you are very simple and to the point, and you understand yourself, and you're not lying to yourself.
And that's why I'm saying it. And it's like when we phrase it, the question itself has to put this. It has to put it in the lens of you are you, and you are looking at someone else, and not which would you rather be.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because someone like Atris, like
Atton or Atton or Atris?
Atris.
Okay, Atris,
yeah. It's just because I was like, Atris is like, yeah, you're a Jedi, but I don't know what you're gonna fucking do any minute now.
Yeah.
Any second now.
No, you fell to the dark side.
You know what I mean? If the wrong feeling catches you the wrong way on a Tuesday, I don't know which way you're gonna go. It's a little bit. But yes, you still have to look at the person who is like, I suppose, like if someone is direct in their approach, you know what they're about. If someone is misguided and feels certain about that approach, you're gonna have a way harder time, like leading them, along their way, I suppose, or trying to convince them of what they're doing.
Yeah.
And in situations where it becomes like, no, you should help somebody, they're probably gonna like fight you harder on that.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, I'd like to know about your past, especially if we're traveling together. I feel like that's an appropriate question.
Oh, don't get too attached to me. I don't like it.
Baka.
Influence success.
Why not?
Why not?
All right.
Why not?
I don't think we've done one thing that you've liked since we left Prometheus.
It's because I'm a deserter. It's what I do.
You served in the war. Which war are you talking about? Did you turn away from the Jedi Civil War or the Mandalorian Wars? Which one?
Which one? Which war?
Served in both of them. Against the Mandalorians, before and after Revan, and again, when Revan declared war on the Jedi.
Oh shit, so he's a soldier boy.
Served in both of them against the Mandalorians, before and after Revan.
Yeah, so he was there before Revan showed up.
And again when Revan declared war on the Jedi. So literally the entire thing.
Yeah, he's been fighting in wars for the past 10 years.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know you served with the Republic.
I did, up until the Republic officers began to betray their oaths to the Republic and side with Revan, Admiral Kareth, Mon Halan, General Darrett, and all the rest.
Right after that final battle at Malachor, I was right there with the rest of the defectors, because it was the right thing to do.
Oh.
Right after the final battle at Malachor, I was right there with the defectors because it was the right thing to do. Malachor 5 was when Revan switched.
No, Malachor 5 is the exact endpoint of Mandalorian War. And then that's basically immediately then was like, all right, we're taking this war to the Republic.
Oh, shit, okay.
Yeah.
I have the timeline fucked up in my head.
Yeah. Malachor 5 is the end of the Mandalorian Wars, which goes straight into the Jedi Civil War.
And this is pre-Revan entering? Or
no, Malachor 5 is Revan's been in the fight for a while.
Yeah, Revan entered despite being told not to.
Yeah, Revan ends the Mandalorian Wars
Yes.
and then immediately declares war on the Republic.
So that's what I said.
Yeah.
It's when Revan flopped. It's when Revan switched.
Yeah, well, switched hardcore. Although technically he would have switched probably.
Sorry.
Yeah. The way you phrased the question.
I didn't mean switch to go to the war.
Yeah,
I mean
no, he
switched
definitely would have. Yeah, he switched in the middle. He technically switched
ended the
in
war.
The middle of Mandalorian Wars, and then when the war ended, he was like, "All right, fuck the Republic."
Exactly. He ended it. He ended it, and then went, "Fuck you guys."
Yeah.
Yes. Right. Correct. That's the moment. So it was the right thing to do. Okay. You took an oath. What you did was betrayal. It's interesting because the game already knows my answers to these questions.
Mm-hmm.
That was wrong. You answered with war. I agree. The Republic did not deserve your loyalty. Not any longer. The Republic is weak. You are right to turn on them and the Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
You answered the war with war. You took an oath. Yeah.
Not really anything here you like?
betrayal is not what it's about, right?
I mean, by definition, by defecting, he would have betrayed the Republic.
Right, but that's not the problem here.
No, it isn't.
Betrayal for the right reasons is not something I'm going to hold against anybody. Betrayal, right? So throw that out of the equation. Answering war with war sounds a bit more like the problem in the sense that, like, at the moment that you deserted, you turn your back on what the Jedi Council was saying for good reasons to save lives. Okay, cool. Now, are you declaring war to save lives?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think so.
I would agree too. Is probably the answer for all of those things.
You're not declaring war to save more lives at that point.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. We needed the Jedi during the Mandalorian Wars more than anything. The Mandalorians were slaughtering us by the millions. The millions. You were at Serico, when they turned the Stayrib cities into glass craters. At Duro, when Basilisk war droids rained like meteors onto the orbiting cities. And when the Mandalorians set fire to the Zoxan plains on Ares III. The fires that still burn. Without the Jedi who turned on the Council, without you, the Republic would have lost the war. And we would all be Mandalorian slaves or corpses.
The millions.
Yeah.
And millions!
I like the fact that I just
not
think,
the time, Rock.
Yeah. I definitely enjoy the fact that something got fucked up so hard that it's still on fire to this day.
Yeah,
like 10 years later.
yeah,
That's a pretty
yeah.
cool concept.
It's like, listen, Dwayne Johnson, when we're discussing body counts, you're not supposed to call in response.
Yeah, indeed.
Okay, so without the Jedi who turned on the Council, without you, the Republic would have lost the war, and we would all be Mandalorian slaves and corpses. Correct.
Yes. Instead, you all became Sith. There is no reason to start another war against the Republic and end more lives. I agree. You betrayed your oath. That's betrayal. Let's get out of that. The Republic deserved to be betrayed. You knew where your true loyalties lie.
Well, I just walked through the logic, and they're following through on two right now.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I just said.
Yeah.
We were loyal to Revan. That was enough. She saved us.
Revan making a bad decision at that point was not something you were going to question, right? Yeah, okay, so you followed Revan like I had. Do you want to talk about it? What happened then?
Yeah, so what happened then?
Yeah.
After Malachor,
Influence success.
After the Mandalorian Wars, that's when the Sith teachings started spreading through the ranks.
We knew where our loyalties lay. To the Jedi who came to help us. Not the ones who sat back on Dantooine and Coruscant, watching us die.
So when those same Jedi who watched us die decided to start fighting us during the Jedi Civil War, we fought back. I fought back.
Propaganda is a really powerful tool.
I mean, yes, but actually, like, it would be one thing if, to get, like, real about it, it'd be one thing if you're, like, looking at, like, why didn't you come help us type of thing, right? In that scenario. But like in the situation we're describing here, those Dantooine and such Jedi were sworn to protect these people. They were they were under their oath. They were like literally abandoning them when the Mandalorians were attacking.
Yeah.
It was not a matter of, hey, can you please help us? We need you right now. It is, what the fuck are you doing?
Yep.
Why aren't you here?
But the second part of that is, so when those same Jedi who watched us die decided to start fighting us during the Jedi Civil War, we fought back, implying that at some point in time, Revan would have been, look, they're trying to kill us because they think we've betrayed them.
Oh shit, that's what you meant by propaganda. I didn't even catch that.
Yeah.
Oh shit, okay.
Look, they're trying to kill us.
The phrasing here implies that he thinks they started it. You're super right.
Yeah.
I didn't even catch what you were saying there. Oh fuck, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The idea of you fighting a Jedi is ridiculous. Oof.
You fought Jedi? How? How did you fight back? That doesn't matter. You fought Jedi? Yeah.
Yeah. You fought Jedi?
I didn't fight Jedi. I killed them.
No shit!
Yep.
People say killing Jedi is hard. It's not. You just have to be smart about it. No blasters, no getting close to them, no attacking them directly when you can gun down their allies instead. There's ways of gassing them, drugging them, making them lose control, torturing them. I was really good at it.
What's worse is that killing them wasn't the best thing. Making them fall. Making them see our side of it. That was the best.
Holy shit!
Oh, I'm so happy we got here.
Whoa!
What do you think about Atton now?
Whoa!
Boy, that comes out of left field, doesn't it?
Okay.
Spill your guts or fill your guts. Holy shit.
Oh, wow.
Boy, there's a lot to unpack there, huh? So if you remember back, because you were at this point, you were more concerned about what the fuck Kreia was about. But remember back when Kreia was like mind fucking Atton?
Yeah,
It was
and she's
like,
like,
oh, you're a murderer.
Oh, quote unquote Atton, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's yeah. only at that point, for the YouTube audience, Woolie has crossed his arms and furrowed his brow. He's in think mode right now.
Because for the longest time, right, it's like the Jedi are invincible, and it's like, well, are they? It's
Yeah.
like they are as long as they have plot armor, and what if they don't?
Yep. You don't have to fight them. You can poison them, torture them.
Holy shit, dude!
Well, they bring this up very briefly in KOTOR 1 when doing the trial for Jolie Bindo's friend on Manon, where they talk about, like, assassinating and like, oh man, this old man killed a Sith. And it's like, they talk about, it's like, yeah, you can use poison, like, you can use other ways to get close to somebody to take them out. Like, you don't have to necessarily shoot them.
Well, the problem is Order 66 was, hey, just shoot him.
Yep.
Just shoot him in the back. They
Yep.
weren't expecting it.
Yep.
Well, they turned around and they had a look of shock on their face first. But then they got shot.
Yeah.
Right?
Pew-pewed.
But the idea that at the end of the day, like, you are still a living, breathing creature.
Yeah.
You've got your magic powers, and I've seen how you fight. I know you can not be really shot without deflecting it back. I know you can choke and push and do shit.
Yeah.
So why don't we do other things from safer distances?
Yeah. Let's be smart about this.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate. It's like, yeah, you don't have to outright fight a Jedi.
I've always wondered, and it's like, yeah, okay. Now, that being said, what the fuck is that NPC doing over there?
He wants in on this action. He wants in. He's like, what? You guys talking about killing Jedi? Oh man, I love this.
Now, that being said, right, now we're looking at a character who started with justified reasons, had motivations that came from a place of earnest, and then clearly
he drank too much of the Kool-Aid.
went way too far down that line.
Mm-hmm.
So now where do we go?
There is precedent to this though, because like we did earlier, do an evil act, and he was like, what just happened?
Right.
And you're like, don't
Yeah.
worry about it. And he's like, all right, well, warn me next time.
Yeah. Like locked
one
away.
minute we were talking, next minute we're shooting. What happened, right?
He's killed tons of Jedi. And I like how the answer one is like, what, you? No. Harmless old Barth.
Yeah, what do you got? Wakes up, slit throat, teleports behind
Nothing
you.
personal, kid.
Yeah.
You make it sound easy. This is a little hard to believe.
Yeah, I'd say so.
If he says he could do it, he done it.
Yeah? Maybe you'll believe this. That when fighting a Jedi, you wound the Padawan first, then let the rest take care of itself. Oof. Not only will the Master move to protect the student, but the forced bond between the two will mess up the Master's head better than any stab. Anything else? That's only a sample of my arsenal.
Fucking cold.
Oh! Atton!
Atton, my bro.
Atton!
Jesus.
God damn!
Quick, shoot the child. That'll get to him.
Shoot the horse to make it fall on the child, and then the cowboy will break his leg and will be too broken and also sad because the horse fell on the child. It's like, isn't it usually shoot the horse to buck the cowboy? No, it's to make the horse land on the child.
Ooh.
Wow. Okay.
So most of these are gonna go in a negative way. I think you make it sound easy, or how did you learn how to do this? Is the two answers you want to go here?
Okay,
But we can still read through them.
Could be handy if I need to murder any Jedi. Go on! Tell me. I need to know how to protect myself and others around me. How could you have killed Jedi? You make it sound This is...
Yeah, that one's a weird one.
You know, but you...
Thoughts?
there have been answers like this one throughout every dialogue tree. And it's so funny because you look at it and you go, who the fuck would say Anakin?
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
This is what Anakin would say here. But how could you? I don't understand.
Yep.
Aren't you like me? Don't you see the good guys? Aren't the good guys supposed to? Until the moment that he goes, oh no, what have I done?
Oh, I guess I'm killing children now to save my wife.
And not only that, but like any other like really dense fucking new trilogy character.
So
you know?
without the context of Clone Wars, Anakin falls literally in an evening.
Right.
Literally over the course of an evening.
Well, he pretty much, he goes, what have I done? Rise.
He goes from, I know who the Sith Lord is, I'm gonna go, hey, Jedi Council, we got him, to, I'm gonna go kill these children. Literally in the course of an evening. The sun sets, and like that's what it is.
Dude, it's the fact that Windu like goes flying out a window and he's like, guess I'm evil.
Yeah, I guess I'm a Darth.
Like, didn't mean for it to happen that way. I feel pretty sad about it. Rise. Yup,
I guess I'm a baddie.
You know, that answer right there is absolutely what someone that stupid in Star Wars movies would say.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are the teach me more about your fuckery. This is the Annie answer. You make it sound easy. How did you learn to do this?
I taught myself techniques. It's hard for Jedi to sense what you're really thinking if you throw up walls of strong emotions and feelings. Lust, impatience, cowardice. Most Jedi awareness doesn't cruise beyond the surface feelings to see what's deeper. And I was good at that, throwing up walls. And my superiors knew it. Sometimes the Jedi on our side wouldn't even realize I was there.
It's a pretty interesting way of doing it. Put up emotional blockers to trick Jedi into thinking what you're thinking something else.
If everyone is the same, then they're gonna deal with everyone the same.
Yeah,
right?
You're like, oh yeah, it's like you look at Atton and go, oh, you're just a horny fuck. Okay, I'm moving on. Stab in the back.
Yeah. Oh, you're a Muggle.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
A class of soldier that's like, nah, we fuck with Jedi.
Yeah. Specifically designed to kill
we
Jedi.
Fuck with Jedi good.
Yeah. Which, super cool concept. I'm super happy someone did something with this idea.
Well, the people that are like, we don't have magic, what the fuck?
Yep.
Like,
how do we beat the magic?
What, can we do something about that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Apparently you can.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. Is this why you act the way you do? Obviously. That seems unusual. So you force emotions to block someone reading your mind.
Yeah, I had a talent for it. More like instinct. I wasn't the only one. I know you left at the Mandalorian Wars, so you don't know much about what went on behind the scenes in the Jedi Civil War. But Revan understood one thing. The real battle was going to be fought between the Jedi on both sides. That was the only battle that mattered.
Atton's been clouding my vision of him the entire game.
Yes. You had no idea. You thought he was just an idiot. Exactly. You thought he was... Now, again, there's been little moments, and I pointed them out, but we didn't really follow through. But like, oh, he's got Shawnee combat training. Okay.
Yeah. Well, there's like, what's your dark mystery twist in a way? But the idea of like my personality is literally a disarmer.
Yeah.
Is very
make you
very
think I'm some
cool.
type of like incompetent, and like it to a point. He even tricked Kreia. Because it took all the way until them in the cells in the
when she directly read him.
What the fuck is up with you?
When
she just went like, all right, hold on, what's your
and
deal?
then went, oh,
yeah,
and then went, okay, do your thing, Playboy.
Yeah.
Shoot your shot, playa.
Yeah, I get you immediately.
Interesting. All right. Well, you're not Barth anymore. You're Atton.
Yep.
That I fucking.
Does Atton have your attention and your curiosity?
Absolutely, right. But you're wrong. But you're doing the wrong things.
Yes.
But boy, are you fascinating.
Yes.
Okay, so Revan understood one thing. The real battle was going to be fought between Jedi on both sides, and that was the only battle that mattered. Lightsabers clashing at the end of the day is the only thing that John only wakes up.
Yeah.
When the lightsabers clash.
Yeah, that's where all the hits start coming out.
If I'm a normal person and I'm just going pew pew and I shoot a robot or another person, I'm like, John, where you at? And John's like,
It's like
sleep.
it's like Doom when you're like fighting the enemy. Regular lesser demons are just kind of like you get the and then the big blood comes out and you get BFG division.
You know, if you could hear the fourth wall music and be like, God damn it, I'm not important.
Yeah, it's like gosh shit.
You know. All right. So what do you mean? So this all came down to the Jedi and the Force. She was right, and she proved it. These are both pretty. They don't really lead it. They're kind of similar. They don't really go anywhere. It's just a concluding statement.
I mean, I think too is like basically like so. This came down to the Jedi and the Force.
And this is kind of like I agree with Revan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoever had the most, the strongest Jedi were going to win the Civil War. If Revan couldn't convert Jedi, Revan would kill them. So Revan trained elite Sith units into assassination squads, whose duty was to go out and capture enemy Jedi. I was in one of the special units trained to do this.
God, those NPCs are just...
Right?